Our clinical proof with reimbursement access, that is what has allowed us to unlock this real opportunity. We also activated patients directly. People living with medication or refractive were willing to advocate for better options. When they learned an incisionless treatment existed, they asked for more information, brought the information to the neurologist, they sought providers, and often the treatment. The patients demanded changes and the sales dynamics entirely. From us convincing physicians to patients and pulling physicians forward. It all happened in a systematic way. Now, this next slide, number 3, is a video of all our doctors, about 10 of them, telling their story. And what's important about it, and why I picked this video, and why I think it's so important, is because you make the surgeon the hero in this narrative. And that is something that I've used in my entire career, that you work closely with doctors and you make them the hero. It's not about the company, it's not about the technology, it's about them and getting to the patients. So these are surgeons that really had a big impact. At VTI, at NACO, and in Insightec, our early surgeon partners, Dr. Stomberger, Dr. Roche, and Dr. Elias, became the co-investigators with us, working closely with our teams to develop, and they became the authors. They became the authors of the publications and the convicting, and built the conviction to build the next level of adopters, because adoption happens slow. It's staged. You have to be able to have convincing evidence. It takes time. They became the international thought leaders, and all of them have one thing in common. Every technology that we've developed has now become standard of care. And you know, you always have to frame the technology as an extension of the surgeon, judgment and skills. It's never been the idea of a replacement. Next slide, please. So this is one that I see founders underestimating most often, especially founders who come from engineering and science backgrounds. The fastest way to kill adoption of a surgical technology is to make surgeons feel like they're competing with them. And the fastest way to accelerate adoption is to make them more capable, more precise, more confident, and put their name on the outcome. Next slide, please.
There's no slide.
Okay, so what I really wanted to share was the incredible images of all of the doctors and the surgeons that I've worked with, and what they do. And if you look at that, the focus is always about care. It's about compassion. You know, I tell the story about the surgeon being the hero, and truly means, because without the surgeon's buy-in, you get nowhere. And that, I think, is really important. And I look at all of the patients that are in the table, and I thank the patients that in the beginning took all the risk of being there and being the first ones to be treated with this technology, where the data wasn't there, but it wasn't the common thing to do. And their families, they took the risk. When we did robotics, it was easy. But really, what we're doing in brain surgery, these are patients that have been suffering for many years these debilitating diseases, whether it's Parkinson's, whether it's Alzheimer's, whether it's any type of movement, OCD, depression, addiction. These are patients that have kind of reached a threshold, and you have to talk to them in a meaningful way and build a trust relationship with them and say, look, we don't have all the data, we don't know, and be very clear about understanding what that is. And you kind of work through that. So to me, a lot of it is about thanking not only the physicians, but it's also about thanking the patients. And a lot of the work that we've done in this field is also attributed to the teams that we've put together, the people that really are coming in day out, the employees that we've worked with, you know, the thousands and thousands of people that I've been able to lead